Heyo gamers, it's Deck of the Stars back at it again with another video. This time, if you've seen by the title or the thumbnail, we're going to deviate a little bit from our normal topic of game consoles. Sort of. Let's get into it, shall we? I think it's fair to assume that all of you guys at this point have heard of the Steam Deck. It released earlier this year and has already sold 1 million units if you believe it or not. So you might even have one at this point. It's fair to say that Valve struck a pot of gold with the Steam Deck. But the Steam Deck isn't the focus of this video today. We're going to focus on the steps that Valve took to get to the Steam Deck. And to do this, I'm going to take you back to the year 2015. So sit back, relax, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's take a look at the Steam Link. Let's start off with a little history. The Steam Link was released on November 10th, 2015. And as you can see by the footage, is tailored towards PC gamers already. In fact, the first line of this trailer you're seeing here is, "So you're a PC gamer." I say this because it clearly states Valve's intentions for the device. Keep in mind that this is in the era of the Chromecast, where the big picture was to take something from your phone or computer and stream it to your TV, rather than getting that whole experience on your TV separately. The Steam Link is a result of this concept, and an interesting one at that, because nothing had been tried like this in the gaming industry before. Now, you could take your computer and stream those games to any television or monitor in your household. And perhaps the best thing about it is just how well Valve executed it. This is it. This is all the Steam Link is, in the palm of my hand. It is about the size of a Nintendo Switch Lite screen. At its best, this beast from 2015 can run 60 frames per second at 1080p. On top of that, it has 3 USB ports, more than the PlayStation 4 had at the time, and came with an Ethernet port, something which took Nintendo until 2021 to do. But don't just take my word for it, let's see it in action. Now here it is again in action, just going to show how small this thing actually is. One issue I have with the device is that it has no power button, so as soon as you plug it into your outlet, it will automatically turn on. But as you see here, once the device is on, the UI is incredibly simple and easy to navigate. All you have to do once you've linked your PC to the device is click on the icon that shows your PC, and you will be instantly transported to the Steam HUD. It's incredibly clear that Valve focused on user accessibility when creating this device, as it takes no time at all to just kick back on your couch and relax. And did I mention the Steam Link natively supports keyboard and mouse controls? This way you won't have to learn any new control set. You'll be playing the games the same way you would on your PC. I can't stress enough how comfortable it is to use this device. You now have access to Steam's massive library, while avoiding problems you might have while sitting at your desk looking at a computer, such as eye strain. Even wirelessly, games run well. In the tens of hours that I've used my Steam Link, I have never encountered significant input lag. The Steam Link is a well-designed product which accomplishes everything that it needed to do both in 2015 and in 2022. I highly recommend it for anyone who's looking for a more comfortable way to play their computer games. On the same day that the Steam Link released, Valve also released a controller to go alongside it. Everything that the Steam Link does well, surely they also hit this nail on the head, right?
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I want to make something clear. I don't hate this controller per se. I will take it over a DualShock 3 any day. The problem really comes with Valve's marketing technique. Although it's called the Steam controller, it intended for this controller to act in the same way that the Steam Link did, as a bridge between console and PC. Valve omitted specific parts of the standard controller in order to make it feel more like you were playing on keyboard and mouse. The intention was to take games that were only playable on PC, like grand strategy games, and translate it over to a more couch-friendly setting. The unintended consequence of this was the abandonment of all standard controller conventions. Perhaps the most glaring example of this is the controller's concave design, which differs from every other controller from this generation. Departing from this precedent set by every gaming company in the industry makes the Steam controller feel clunky and uncomfortable to hold. The face buttons and analog stick feel cheap and hard to reach, as if they were cast aside by Valve to make way for the two touchpads. Valve was kind enough to give us back buttons on this controller, something you don't see in a standard console controller, but they automatically map these buttons, sometimes to important things in their games, making it difficult to figure out the controls every time you open a new game. The bumpers and triggers are okay, but the design makes it so that they're in such an odd spot that even as someone with big hands, I have a hard time reaching them. And despite having a charging port, it doesn't even charge. You need 2 AA batteries to run the damn thing. You can't even run it on PC or Steam Link without using this USB dongle here. And good luck finding one of those. An original dongle sometimes costs more than the controller itself, which leaves you either the option of burning a hole through your wallet or buying a knockoff from China. It's not all bad, of course, but it is infuriating to see Valve take a device which was executed so well, such as the Steam Link, and pair it with a device which blatantly ignored the wants of gamers. Despite my own critiques of the Steam controller, both it and the Steam Link sold relatively well, from all sources I find saying they sold over 1 million units. Unfortunately, Valve didn't see any reason to continue production, and in 2018, they announced that they were discontinuing their manufacturing, and sold the Steam Link and controller at extremely reduced prices. And by November 2019, Valve had announced that it had sold off the remaining stock of the Steam Link and Steam controller, putting the final nail in the coffin in this strange part of Valve's history. Nowadays, we know why they did so, to make room for the Steam Deck, which would come out this year. But it's been fun collecting these strange pieces of gaming history and sharing them with you guys today. I hope this video brought an entertaining insight into Valve's previous endeavors, and maybe even the desire to get yourself a Steam Link, which I still highly recommend. Thank you all for watching. This has been Duck of the Stars. Please make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.